the whole thing.
No, you didn't
No,
ruin the whole
no.
thing. Nikki,
was,
I think us having an
good
audio
flavor.
drama as you and I are kind of lost at sea, being killed
It
by a
was
sea
so
serpent
funny.
was really fucking funny.
Okay.
At
So
least
funny.
to me.
Yeah,
It was pretty
yeah,
good because
fine.
Dre and I were just standing.
Yeah, no, we were just chilling.
All right, y'all. I will.
Messages
this
from
was
the
fun.
front.
I will talk
Bye.
to y'all on the flip.
All right.
Got it.
Thanks,
Later.
baby.
Bye.
Thanks, Matt.
See ya.
Yeah, I'm gonna go eat dinner. That's what
All
I'm
right.
gonna go do.
We're live with the Zelda mod now. Hi, I'm Ben. I am one of the designers here at the Hot Gamers Collective. And with me today on the couch is my wife, Desi.
Hello.
She is probably one of the biggest Zelda fans I know. So it felt suiting to have her on here. And then I believe Ren is on donations as well.
I will be reading your donations for this block, and I'm happy to be here.
Yes, and you're also welcome to chime in as much as you want.
Little ol' me?
Absolutely. If you donate during the stream right now, I have a little bonus for whoever donates, and that's that you get a special thank you from Beetle, the most important character in The Legend of Zelda. So just letting you know to put that temptation out there. This is the Legend of Zelda, Zelda's Ballad mod for Breath of the Wild. This is on the Wii U version of the game, running through an emulator on my PC. So if you want to do this yourself, if you have a legal copy of the game on Wii U that you've ripped to your computer, and you can then run it through CEMU, and what you can do then is basically utilizing CEMU and a piece of software that lets you, for me in this case, I want to use a Switch Pro controller with the game. And then also I run the game in ultra wide because I'm that type of gamer. I have an ultra wide screen. I kind of figured that the first 10 minutes of this would be just showing off all the outfits in this mod because holy shit.
Oh my god, please.
There are so many cool outfits in this game. Because
Zelda's so pretty in here.
The Breath of the Wild already had a lot of outfits for Link, but the Zelda's Ballad mod team, the amount of work that they put into it to make all of these outfits consistent and work the whole way, like throughout the game, and are mix and matchable with everything, is really, really cool. So we're going to go right into the outfits here. Normally you start off the game with a base outfit like this. This is your default Zelda.
I fucking love women so much.
But you immediately right out of the gate then you can get the typical hero's outfit. And if I switch to everything on here, you get this kind of look, which is really dope.
Cute.
I really love this
so much.
Everything in here, like if people in the chat like are yelling like to wear a certain outfit, just holler. If you donate, I'll enough. We'll wear that one outfit the whole way through, as opposed to what is suitable for the climate and environment. This one is pretty neat because not only does some of this stuff like I said change your whole outfit, but it also changes the hairstyle. So this one is a little tough to see with my shield on right now, but Zelda's got a huge braid going down the back, which is also pretty dope.
Unequip it.
Yeah, I can do that.
Remove hair sensor. Cute.
Oh my god.
Let's see here. The traditional Zelda hair. Some of the winter outfit here is also pretty great with the cape. And then the snow quill outfit, which I was also able to pick up all. I haven't quite gotten everything, But
Look how good. Oh, that's so good.
yeah, I have tried to unlock as much as I could before this stream. So, you know what? I need to just unequip all the weapons right now. If we're doing this.
It's just how it's gotta be.
God, these are all so good.
And I'll grab this one here. Here's your Gerudo outfit. And this one, I've actually dyed some of these here, so this one's partially pink. Normally it's all blue. But if you remember the jewelry vendor in the Gerudo village, those were all like just kind of like earrings and necklaces and headdresses for Link. Here, again, they are not just that. They are also entirely different hairstyles each time. So fulfilling the fashion, you know, people talk about like for Destiny, like it's Fashion Destiny, or Dark Souls, it's Fashion Souls. Well, Fashion Breath of the Wild is here as well.
I'm going to start screaming.
So, and some of these are inspired by previous iterations of Zelda. Some of them are totally original. The mod team really has like gone above and beyond to, you know, make every single piece work together here. This is the Flamebreaker outfit, but I dyed it blue, the royal blue, because it looks fucking dope in this color. Normally it's bright red. But
I love
again,
her hair with the little dangly bit at the end.
yeah, the gems on the end with the Hyrule crest. It's clipping a little bit, but yes. Zora outfit, again, just also one of my favorites here. The stealth outfit is just Gerudo garb.
Cute, cute, cute.
The climbing outfit is also very practical, but looks great.
That's so cute.
The Radiant outfit, I don't know. We'll have to consult somebody else on whether this is appropriate or not, but we'll pass that on to the proper authorities. But then I don't have, like I said, I don't have quite everything here, but you've got some good goggles going on with the ancient set. I'll put this on here, and oh yeah, this one is bizarre. If normally this would be the knights, like the royal guard outfit for Link, but here it's like a handmaiden outfit for Zelda. So this also is kind of unique. Yeah, exactly. And I have not gotten all the rubber outfit yet, so who knows what that could look like. You know, but there's a tantalizing glimpse of
There's some nice boots.
What that half looks like. So I will probably let's see here. This was what I was running, I think, when I first started here. Was this outfit? This felt good, like a good setup for traveling, because it looked like the kind of outfit that Zelda would wear on a trip. But I guess I need to equip my shields and armor again. And what I was going to do today is I love this game just for its vibes. Breath of the Wild's vibes are immaculate. And I just really enjoy traveling in this game. So I figured we'd just head from the top of the map to the bottom of the map. Here you can see the limits of mods. We cannot create extra map on the ultra-wide screen here. So it glitches out a little bit on the edges, but everything is still functional. So I was going to be heading down to Laurelin Village. We'll see if we can make it there in an hour. But that was going to be my trip, and just make the journey across main roads. And if we encounter anything along the way, we're going to just have to deal with it. If villagers or travelers need assistance, we're going to help them out. If we encounter, you know, some shrines that are right on our path that we need to activate, we'll take care of those too.
This is so exciting. Can I start us off with some donations?
Go right ahead.
Alrighty. We have a $69 donation from Eli to Mutual Aid Houston. Eli says, Bongo Dingus once more. Thank you so much, Eli. Eli is a member of Fanbyte's community and a very real friend. Shout out to Eli.
Thanks, Eli.
God, this is making me want to mod Breath of the Wild now that I know what it can be. I love this game, and seeing playable Zelda on screen is like making me almost tear up, like genuinely.
It's in addition, like all the stuff I've shown so far is visual, but there are some changes that were made to the actual gameplay as well. There are a few minor changes. Like I said, it's mostly just dialogue. Characters that talk to you will refer to you as Zelda. They'll refer to you with she, her pronouns. And, characters will also just mention, like, instead of saying, like, when they talk about Link being sent to sleep, they'll just, he's not here. He hasn't woken up yet, that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And so it's nice that all the dialogue basically literally does acknowledge the whole, like, yeah, Zelda's finally going to save herself. Like, they lean into that all the way.
Zelda saves Hyrule.
So I was just going to load up on a couple things for the trip. Poor Goron coming in from the rain. I saw that tomorrow actually is the 35th anniversary of the original Legend of Zelda coming out in Japan, if I'm not mistaken. Which is
February 21st.
kind of crazy.
I really liked how at the last Nintendo Direct, Aonama came on just to be like, nope, none for you. No Breath of the Wild for you. I know you wanted it, but go fuck yourselves.
Well, I appreciate the kind of diplomacy of being like, listen, we're working on it, but we'll talk to you about this later in the year. I promise we'll talk to you later in the year about it.
I want later in the year to be now.
Yeah, I mean, that game really feels like a 2022 game.
Yeah.
But God, I wish it was the end of this year. But who knows? Knowing Nintendo's tendency to want to launch games with new systems with big games, my suspicion has always been that a Switch Pro or whatever upgraded Switch they're making will launch with Breath of the Wild 2. But who knows? I'd love to be wrong, because I would love it sooner.
Yeah. If they don't do playable Zelda, it'll be the greatest betrayal in Nintendo's history after that trailer. I agree. This has really made me realize how much I wanted it. Like, I always was also the kind of person who said, yes, I want to play as Zelda. She's in the name of the game. Give me Zelda. But being able to do it here was like, oh yeah, no, this is fun. This is fucking great. I will say that again, for modding it, if you have to have a powerful enough computer to be able to run it, but I'm running a 1080 here, and I'm getting 30 frames per second with this, while also streaming and that sort of thing. So, oh, there's somebody who needs help. And there's a mod manager for the game. So, oh, nice.
So there's like a whole mod manager system that will let you load and unload various mods. So I have, 3 or 4 mods in here, like the base Zelda's Ballad mod, the dialogue change mod, widescreen mod, that sort of stuff is all in here. And, like most mod managers, occasionally you need to kind of mess with which one loads first and which one loads second. But beyond that, it's fairly plug and play. So it's not like you have to be a technical wizard to get this running. Do be aware that the game is like 7 or 8 gigs though, so
I figured, did the Wii U version get the DLC, or it's DLC only on the Nintendo Switch version? Oh, yes. The DLC did come to the Wii U version as well. And that is actually something to keep in mind when you're doing this. You want to make sure that you download, rip from your disc the, full version of the game and also the DLC that you've purchased. Because if you do not have everything, it will not function correctly. Because this does require the DLC to work.
God, I want to see Zelda on a motorcycle so badly.
Yeah, I wish I had unlocked the Master Cycle Zero. I think that's what it's called before this. But, God, yeah.
Let
You can
Zelda
do that.
ride a motorcycle.
What's, like, for chat, I guess, what's like the favorite Zelda game here? Because I was always a Wind Waker guy until Breath of the Wild. But I know that sometimes that's controversial.
Controversial. The deep war.
I know which one my wife's is, but I'll let her speak to that one.
My favorite Zelda game is Oracle of Ages for the Game Boy Color.
Interesting choice.
That is my favorite one. I played it a lot, many times through. I would take it to school with me. I would play it on the bus. I would start the game over just to listen to Naru sing her song in the beginning. I never really played much of Oracle of Seasons because my parents were still buying my games for me at that time, and I only got Oracle of Ages. But the puzzles in that game were just really, really good, and the music and everything in that game is fantastic. And, maybe since they put Link to the Past on Switch in that new style, I would definitely play it again if they would do that.
Link's Awakening.
Yeah, Link's Awakening, excuse me.
So, yeah, I mean, I really would love if they remastered those back in the days when Capcom got to make Zelda games, Which is
They were
weird
good,
to say,
who
like,
would've
now.
thought? Yeah. But I don't think I really have many complaints about their Capcom handhelds.
I believe that the director who worked on those two and also Link's Awakening then at Capcom, then he came over to Nintendo, I believe, and then directed did he direct Skyward Sword too? And then he also worked on Breath of the Wild, or also directed Breath of the Wild.
Fujibayashi.
Yeah, Fujibayashi, yes. Thank you. He's showed up occasionally on streams, on Nintendo Directs, to pop up every once in a while. Even though Aonuma is kind of the caretaker of Zelda now, Fujibayashi has apparently been pretty hands-on as a director. What's up, Bolden?
May I read a donation?
Go right ahead.
We have a $50 donation from King, and King says, "Hi, Hot Gamers. The line of games and players have been really fantastic through this entire stream. I'm loving the Zelda mod segment. I had no idea such extensive Breath of the Wild modding was even possible. Also, shout out to the support folks helping to manage the spreadsheets, moderate chat, etc., and just facilitating to enable this great stream for a great cause. All of us down here in Texas appreciate the support. Keep being hot and rad." Thank you so much, King, for both your support and for your thanking of us. The support team really appreciates it.
Yeah. Everybody's done so much good work on this stream. It's really incredible to always see everybody come together and put in so much effort to make this whole thing come together. Yep, I'm still on the right path. Anyway, Beetle wants to say thank you for that donation.
Thank you!
Thank you, Beetle. Yeah, on that note, I think that these streams are really good. Like, if you're ever wondering, if you ever need reinforcement that a better world is possible, I feel like these streams and the way people show up for them are a very good reminder of that. These streams for me are always my reminder that, like, we can organize and we do have the ability to connect with one another, which is, like, I also think what the core of Breath of the Wild is about, like, existing in a world that is in some ways ambivalent towards you and finding meaning and community in spite of that.
And so yeah, this is why everyone should get out and donate, and also engage and make art that matters to you and inspires you to care about the people in your life.
I took a hard hit.
Yeah, he was really upset about you declining the bananas.
Oh, I have a good one here. I got some rice balls, some veggie rice balls. Oh.
Whoa. Probably would have killed you.
There we go. I'm still not good enough at this game to be one of those people who, right before they talk to one of the Yiga clan members, to set up an entire elaborate trap for them, right before they, transform into their outfit. There's so many good clips on Twitter of people doing that, where they'll set up elaborate bombs or, stasis traps, and then as soon as, somebody flips, the Yiga clan member flips back, they just go flying. It's funny every time. Sorry, bird.
Oops.
Kind of talking to what you said earlier, Ren. I really do like the idea and the concepts put forward in Breath of the Wild about everybody banding together. You coming across these villages in Breath of the Wild that have, just are kind of making out their meager existence, and working together and just, making their happy life as where they can after the apocalypse, the post apocalypse. I've never been much of a post-apocalypse kind of guy as far as fiction goes, but putting a little bit more distance, stuff like Nausicaa as well, of the Valley of the Wind, that kind of stuff is just right up my alley. And I think that's part of the reason why Breath of the Wild resonated so much with me is you get that little bit of despair, but you also get that the little sprig of hope growing.
It promises us that we'll be okay after Empire falls.
Exactly.
That even after Empire, actually not even after Empire, especially after Empire falls, we can still connect with one another and find meaning in the world. Which is why I love this game a lot. It's probably my favorite video game, actually.
It might just be mine too. Yeah. It helps that it's so fucking pretty too.
It's just a good-looking game.
So if you wanted like a chill, Bob Ross style stream of just riding a horse gently across the plains of Hyrule, that's kind of what you're gonna get here this evening. I think because we're second to last on here. I think after this we just have Jest doing one more segment.
Jest will be coming on with Battlefront 2, finishing off with some Star Wars, which will be a fun radical tone shift for this. Instead of looking at a world coming together and kind of, experiencing joy and community after Empire, we'll be looking at an Empire in its death throes as soldiers, meet on the fields of battle.
Got to loot before I check on the lady here. You all right? You all right?
Ma'am.
It's all right. I love Star Wars as well. I'm unfortunately a very big Star Wars fan as well, but like Breath of the Wild and Star Wars for different reasons, But there's real neat stuff to be mined in both.
1000%. Yeah, I came to Star Wars very, very late. And both in terms of the relative time at which people come to Star Wars. I feel like Star Wars is usually a thing that you first interact with as a child because the various trilogies have spanned generations in the way that they have.
Sure.
It is usually something you are introduced to as a child, and while I did engage with it as a child, I didn't watch it until I was 19 or 20. Yeah, like last year.
That's kind of similar to me. I didn't really like Star Wars was always kind of one of those things where like your dad's flipping through channels and it's on, but it's like 2/3 of the way done, so you sit there and watch some of it here and there. But I didn't really actually fully sit down and watch the movies until, what was it, like maybe 2 or 3 years after we started dating?
Oh, we're gonna get a guardian. I do have some ancient arrows at least, though, so I'm gonna make this easy on myself.
Goodbye forever.
Yeah.
I love the mechanics of the like guardians in this game and the like resource decisions between using ancient arrows and not using ancient arrows and like dealing with them piecemeal or it's such a brilliant video game. I love Breath of the Wild so much.
Yeah, it's a really good escalation too, like from when you first start out of the game, and if you happen to encounter any, it is just terrifying. It is just absolutely terrifying to run into one early in the game because you just don't have the tools for it. And then yeah, as the game goes on, then you get to that resource management where you're like, man, I don't have many of these arrows. Do I want to spend one on one? Yeah, I guess so. You know.
Yeah, or do I just buckle down and cut off this thing's legs one by one?
Right.
It's also just like leading them through a forest rules. Good
Yes.
video game.
Yeah. I think like an environment like this was, I think, the very, very first trailer for Breath of the Wild before it even had that name. And it involved Link like running between trees like this on his horse, or riding between trees on his horse as the Guardian chased after him. And they kept, even though that was a CG trailer, like they kept that vibe like the whole way through, which is really commendable.
I remember seeing that trailer when I was, oh god, I'm about to date myself here in the opposite way of what people usually mean when they say that. Let's think, that trailer came out in 2014, 2015? Yeah. 2015. 2015, because the game came out in 2017, right?
Yes.
So when I remember being, I'm so sorry for what I'm about to say, 15 years old, watching that trailer, and absolutely losing my mind. Like, it was the first time I'd ever, like, gotten hyped from a video game trailer in years, because even by that point in my life, I had become, poisoned. I'd become brain poisoned. But, like, seeing the Breath of the Wild trailer, actually, like, got me to go, oh, shit.
Right.
This is something I'm going to fall in love with. And then it came out, and it, like, exceeded my expectations. And I will, like... I'll never forget the first day I played it, because I had to leave my friend's birthday to drive to a bunch of different stores to attempt to buy a Nintendo Switch and a copy of the game. On the release night of the Switch, I called and intercepted one of the shipping trucks. So I had to call one store, and I was like, do you have them? And they're like, yes, we just got the shipment, but we sold out. And then I went... okay, where is the truck going next? And then I drove across a city to another store, got there as the truck arrived and started unloading. And then I got in the store and successfully acquired a Nintendo Switch and a copy of Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. And then I started playing it that night.
We got it day one.
Yeah, that was...
Yeah, no, we definitely got it day one.
I think I did it the old-fashioned way, in that I pre-ordered it at a GameStop by waiting out in line for, a couple hours, and was able to get one of those, and then just, picked it up at midnight. And, yeah, it was one of those things where what year was that again? 2017? So...
2017, yep, March 3rd.
Yeah, so... yeah, called off work for the next day kind of thing. Just be like, I'm going to play all night, basically.
That's what I did for Monster Hunter. When it comes out, I asked off the whole weekend and the 2 days around it.
For Rise?
Yes.
Oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. That demo was...
I just started playing Monster Hunter with World, so I never had any experience with it before. But I'm so excited for this new one because I had such a good time with World.
It's doing so much interesting stuff in terms of like level design, verticality, but also I just like, I don't know, as the I am hitting the point in my life where like I started caring about, so like I always like cared about like clothing in video games like a little bit, like I definitely like, cared about it, but now I like really care about it, and I think about fashion in video games a lot, and I am just so excited to get to play in that world and get to just wear like to make cool outfits in Monster Hunter, like cool and effective outfits.
Part of that, like on that note, like I'm very weird about playing demos and watching trailers and stuff because I don't want to see anything. I want to like with Monster Hunter World, I got into it after it had come out, so I didn't see any of the trailers or anything because I wasn't interested in it right away. But after it came out, I got to experience all these monsters the first time. As I got to see these monsters for the first time, I was getting to see the outfits for the first time, and being able to dress up the Palicos was definitely, I think, the biggest selling point for me.
Yeah. I'm also really excited too, as someone who's played the series for a couple years, now that they don't have to release a second version. Because it used to be that the G rank versions would be like a separate game, so like Monster Hunter 4 versus Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, and now they come out as DLC. So I'm really excited to like see like a Switch game grow as a live game in the same way that World did, because I can't imagine that they're not going to like follow a similar path after like the rousing success of World.
I was gonna say World did amazingly with all that, and just like I don't know, it had been a while since I experienced something like that. To just say like, okay, the DLC comes out tonight, and I don't have to pay for it because it's free.
This area, I just... Oh, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
We have a $100 donation from Charlie to Mutual Aid Houston, and Charlie says, "Thank you so much for doing this. Houston is underrated. The first city I lived when I moved to the U.S. and still the most diverse city I've ever lived in. They deserve better than what they've gotten from state leadership during this horrible time. All the support from viewers is a source of hope and inspiration."
Thank you!
If you want me to stop, if you find that annoying, you have to donate more.
Kind of holding the stream
silence forever. For
Yeah, but
$8,000.
permanently buy my silence forever.
I remember when I bought my GameCube
ambush.
when I was a young kid, and it came with, I got the black one with the Zelda bonus disc, and playing Wind Waker on the demo for the first time before the game came out.
I think that demo disc was like a lot of people's introduction to catching up on some of those N64 games.
I never had an N64 as a kid. We had a PlayStation.
I'm going the wrong way.
Yeah, you're facing the right way now.
Yeah, now I am. I need to head south, through Lake Hylia.
Now you're heading east.
I just gotta take a left up ahead.
Okay.
Yeah. I think this environment, like right here, since this is right off the plateau, this being usually one of the first areas that most people encounter, is also just another really good, like just world design, story design, all that combined into one. Getting to see like these dilapidated structures and castles and watchtowers, and just be like, oh shit, I guess I'm not gonna find like just like a huge town, you know, a Hyrule Castle city just outside here. There's moblins inhabiting this area. What the hell, you know?
Yeah.
Oh,
Who's that, Max? No, that's Ripley.
Ripley jumped on my keyboard, so hopefully she doesn't hit any buttons. Our cat.
Yeah, I love that feeling of just like distance, but then the first time you come across the Zoro like settlement, it is just like a slap in the face to everything you've understood the world as to this point, and
Yeah,
it rules so hard.
This big elaborate.
Dragon.
Oh yeah. That's also the fact that the dragon always shows up, not always, but often shows up here, and so you can be traveling along here for your very first time. You're like, wait a minute, there's a fucking dragon just in the world? But yes, like Zora's Domain is such an elaborate and incredible like piece of architecture, so different from everything else you've encountered. So yeah, it's just this huge shock when you get there and you're like, oh, shit, you're right. Some people were totally unaffected by the calamity.
God, these dragons. I remember I forget which one it was, but there was one of them that when I came into contact with it, it was during a full like rainstorm. It was during like in the middle of night. There was a rainstorm and I was going across a bridge and then it just came up over the edge of the bridge and flew into the air and my jaw dropped. Like I genuinely like was astonished. This game's Breath of the Wild is magical. It is a singularly incredible thing.
Just not even gonna bother with it, huh?
What, you want me to get a
It's right there. Why did you get a scale?
I gotta aim a little better first.
Gotta aim high.
Oh, hello. Where did you come from?
You're too far away from it now.
Yeah, I think I lost him.
You're just too busy with the useless stuff.
Yeah, I'm just not.
Yeah, you're way out of range.
Oh, I got one. There it went. Okay, so it's down there.
Ooh.
Oh, I stopped it too soon. There we go. Still got the cool hop on the horse animation. Okay, we'll get down there. Grab that scale. I guess I need a heal too. Also, I never would have thought of myself as the type of person who would be the type of person to like, you're like, okay, I got to get all my stuff ready for my next adventure, prep all this food, like craft a whole bunch of items, craft food dishes, all that kinds of stuff. Normally I would have been like, no, that's too much, nitty gritty, like, I don't know, rigmarole prep. I just want to get in and fight. But I don't know. I just love something about the rhythm of the game and finding, the right dishes to make and loading up before you're about to go accomplish whatever it is that you're planning on for the for that time. Where did it go? Is it out here?
I think it's farther to your left.
Farther to my left. Out in the water, maybe?
Nope,
Should
keep
be
turning.
shining.
Keep turning. I think it's back close. I think it's that way.
I have always been the
might have
kind of
lost
person
it.
who plans poorly.
Well, these games are
Yeah.
really good at like exposing that in a fun way, though.
Exactly. I take joy in planning poorly. Like not poorly. I like to so like when I play Monster Hunter, for example, it drives my friend Steven up the wall. I often show up without like half of the healing items that one would normally bring into a fight because I find it incredibly fun to kind of have the tension of knowing that you are underprepared and having to make the best use of literally everything you have at your utility. Of being unprepared for a fight, I think is like a unique feeling in these games, and I absolutely love it because they're designed in such a way that they can find a new kind of expressivity because they require preparedness. Being unprepared is its own kind of expression and like narrative that I love.
Even when you are prepared, this game loves to throw so many things at you that will change in ways you did not anticipate. The ultimate grenade rolls down the hill, type shit. Where, I didn't expect that to happen. There we go. I hit it, but
Oh, nope, you did hit it. It fell into the water.
Oh, it's going all the way over there?
Wow, that's terrible.
Oh yeah, you got owned there, huh?
Wow.
Yikes, like they say Nikes.
I think a Jaeger clan member just spawned behind me.
Yep. And your
Zelda's having a real
spear
cool
is
day.
also breaking.
Yeah, everybody is... Can you back off? Oh.
He's the big guy.
All right. Let's see here. I'm gonna use your own sword against you.
Banana.
You hit my horse. Oh. Oh, baby.
Oh, rip.
See, the thing
Ooh.
is I'm not good with two-handed swords. That's the thing, right?
Oh my god. When you first played this game, all you used was a spear and it drove me nuts. It's like, can you use a sword and just get in there?
Well, thanks, Mifa. I took that hit.
Yeah, you did.
Damn.
Yeah, these guys are
I,
actually like legitimately tough, and I'll just hit you from far away.
Inner.
I was always a fan of the Sword and Shield in the main game, but then when I played the Muso game, Hyrule Warriors, I found that I really loved playing Link with the two-handed sword style because it is incredibly, incredibly fun to do that, because it's all about like sacrificing your health to do more powerful versions of these same abilities, and then like eating food to temporarily boost your health in order to use these attacks. It's very fun.
Yes, I that's something I would actually be okay with the Zelda team borrowing back, into the main game. Because I think putting a little bit something like that in here would add a little bit of push and pull to using the two-handed weapons. Whereas often right now I feel like sometimes they're almost too slow.
Yeah, giving the more acrobatic and more like cool moves a like resource management aspect would be really, really fun.
Well, that's where I'm headed.
Donkey. It's cute. Look at it.
All right.
You can help the Houston community manage their resources by supporting their mutual aid fund
Exactly.
at the donate link, like many others have before you. I believe in my heart of hearts that before the end of this block, we can get to $8,000. Not eight. Yeah, we can get to 750. We can get to 750 by the end of this block. I believe that. that is $250 in 20 minutes.
Come on, don't you want to make Beetle happy?
He's begging you, please.
I didn't install this soundboard to not use it. Come on. I love this section of the game. It's just really dense. There's a lot of stuff going on here. And it's
Isn't
nice.
there a memory in here somewhere?
Yes, I believe so. And it's nice to see some like slightly more, rainforest-y, type of environments in Zelda, which is not often one you see. Hey, I'll help you out. And I'll get hit at the same time.
Oop, you missed.
Oh, this guy's doing it. Oh! Oh, horse, I'm begging you. Is there a Yiga clan member here too? What
Yes.
the? Holy shit.
It's just a small guy, though.
I said something about grenade rolls down the hill earlier, didn't I? Oh my god, this is a nightmare, actually.
Wait, do you have two Yigas on you? No, there's just a guy with a bow. Two bokoblins.
Is there somebody up here? Yeah, there's a guy right back here that I did not notice before.
Yeah, you knocked him down.
I don't know how I didn't see him until now. Come on. I think I hit the
Come
lady.
here, Ripley. What's the matter, girl?
Okay. You're right, that was scary. Oh, hell yeah.
A honey crepe.
Now that was worth it. I'm gonna take some of these arrows, though, that this guy dropped. Alright, where are we looking at? Okay. We still got time.
We haven't eaten dinner yet, so yeah, that does kind of make me hungry.
Yeah. Not far now.
I just cheated and ran upstairs to get spaghetti.
Spaghetti. We haven't had spaghetti in a long time. Now, where's this at?
This is kind of...
You're getting closer to Zora's domain.
Zora's domain, I believe, is a little further
I
north.
kind of went
here.
around it.
Am I still on the right path? I think I might have started... Yeah, I'm still on the right path. Some of these areas are so overgrown in a good way. And then you come out here over the crest and you see the mountain and everything.
See that
God.
mountain?
Yep. I do see that mountain. What can I do there?
I think you might be able to go there and potentially climb it.
Alright, now I believe I want to keep going straight here.
Yeah, you're almost there.
Well, it's actually out here. This is where we're headed. But yes, we're almost there.
Oh, hustle, hustle.
I'm getting there, don't worry. We've encountered quite a few people who've needed help so far.
Oh, no, there's more.
Whoops. Camera's not cooperating. The Princess of Hyrule saved you. Okay.
Fairy tonic.
Most of the some of the animations are changed for Zelda. Some of them stay the same. But
Her, like, just basic running forward animation is different. She runs cute.
but the one animation that they do keep the same is when you're talking to people and do the whole Link hands on hips, really proud stance is very good. Looking very pleased with yourself for having just saved that lady. If you're somebody who wants other options, there are a bunch of other like mods that will change outfits, hair, like in more specificity. They will kind of overwrite other outfits that you put in. So you do have to, kind of pick and choose. Unfortunately, you can't have it all. But there are some, like there's even a mod out there that will let you have Zelda's hair from Breath of the Wild 2 that was seen in the trailer. So somebody went ahead and replicated it and then put it out as a one-off mod that takes the place of the regular old hood. So there's all kinds of stuff out there. There's some Linkle mods out there if you want to play as Linkle. I'm trying to think if there's others. There's a ton of mods, and some of them are better than others, but this one has really just the amount of professionalism that they put into this one to make it look like a real, like almost like real DLC that Nintendo would have made is just really neat. And they're still working on it, to my knowledge. They're putting out more outfits to take the place of some of the DLC costumes that were added, and to give people, if they don't want this exact style, they could have it another way. So it's really neat.
Do you have a favorite? Do either of you have a favorite story from Breath of the Wild? Like a story, a thing that happened to you that will always stick with you, or that you always think of when you think of the game.
I think a lot of people have had the one that I've had, which is encountering the dragon on the shoot. Now I can't remember the name of the mountain, but the snowy mountain above Hateno Village. Now I'll just look it up here. Mount Lanayru. Yeah, when you encounter that dragon that's been infected by Ganon's influence, and you fly up there, there's a quest that will like introduce that whole segment to you. But you can also just stumble across it, and I happened to just stumble across it. And the fact that at the time I was like, holy shit, I just found a dragon just out here, and I'm knocking bits of, corruption off of it and saving it, and then you get, a bunch of items from it. It was just really cool to just experience that in the game. And obviously this game has that in spades, but that was the first big moment for me, aside from getting off the plateau, and just realizing how big everything is and that I could just go anywhere,
I play this game a little differently. I actually kind of avoided every kind of like combat thing and just went around and took a lot of pictures of bugs and creatures and stuff, because that's just kind of what I wanted to do. But at that point, I remember specifically taking pictures of stuff, and the game glitched out, and all of the NPC characters were all glitched into the ground up to their hips. So everybody was half height, and they would still look up and talk to you, but it was just very eerie because it was every single character.
I would say the story that I've been thinking about most recently is I was playing and I think I'm going to start this playthrough again because that's the person that I am. Is that I want to start a playthrough because I started it and then I kind of fell off of it. But I want to do and honestly, God, this makes me want to maybe do it as Zelda instead of Link. Basically, do a playthrough of the game as a photographer, and as and going through. Excuse me, sorry, and very intentionally.
You don't want to go.
Using the camera to kind of engage with the world, but there was one night where I was playing, and I was in my bed, and what's the divine beast that's a bird?
Vamedo, I want to say.
Yes, Vamedo. And there's this little plateau in front of it, and there was this. I wanted to get the Vamedo. There is across from it. There's this like a crevice. There's like this like cliff. It's like a ring of cliffs, right? Mm-hmm. And I was trying to get the moon to perfectly align with the arc of its wings. And I just remember riding my horse at night, trying to get the perfect shot, and the camera just like panned out. Riding across that cliff top as Link is just trying to get this perfect photo, and just like the incredible beauty of the process of getting that, and the fact that the game let that process be as beautiful as it was for me. That the process itself became so meaningful and like so material and intimate will like stick with me for the rest of my life.
God, this game's good. This game's really good. I like Lurelin Village too. That's why I wanted to
it's so good.
End up here. You just get such a big diversity of environments, whereas like normally like a tropical village or a tropical environment would be like the setting for one whole Zelda game. But this gives you a lot of variety, and man, it's just so many little details that are so good in this game.
God, I love Breath of the Wild.
So yeah, if you liked what you saw here and you're like, man, I'd love to play through this game again, but I want to play through it as Zelda, like I said, you'll need to look into getting, again, it is a Wii U copy of the game, because the Wii U version is the one that is more easily moddable than the Switch version. It is not impossible to mod the Switch version, and it is not impossible to even run it natively on a Wii U or a Switch, depending on which one you've modded. It is just more difficult. If you have a computer that can run it, though, that's probably the easiest way to do it. And that will, like I said, you will run CEMU, the Wii U emulator, along with the game. And then the Zelda mod manager, the Breath of the Wild mod manager. All this stuff, I believe, can be found on like most modding websites like Nexus Mods or Game Banana. They pretty much have everything there. And like I said, it's mostly plug and play. You, as always with modding, you know, things may differ for you for your computer setup. I take no responsibility if something goes horribly wrong, but for me, it did not require too much fiddling to get this running nicely like this. And, you know, now I can play Zelda in ultra wide on my PC and stream it to Twitch at 60 frames per second if I'm not streaming.
God. Well, it sounds like the other team is ready whenever.
Okay.
So this has been really, really phenomenal. I've really, really enjoyed the stream. For letting me hang out.
Yeah, well, thank you
while
both.
Being your donation reader.
Yeah, thanks everybody for your donations. Yeah, I thanks for letting me stream. I really hope you guys continue to donate for the upcoming segment as well with Star Wars Battlefront. That's going to be really fun. I'm going to be watching that too while I eat dinner. And yeah, thank you so much, guys. You guys have a good evening. All right.
Oh wait, actually, sorry. I want to apologize. I just realized that message came in the wrong chat.
Oh,
so
no
it seems
worries.
Like the other team is not quite ready.
That's all right. We can fiddle around for a little while.
Let's fiddle around.
There's plenty to show here. We're at the beach. We should make a beach outfit.
Let's see.
Yes.
I mean, I'm trying to figure out what's actually looks like a beach outfit.
The Zora Armor.
Zora Armor. I mean, if you're gonna get into a fight at the beach, definitely want the Zora Armor.
And no pants.
I guess I don't have the Zora pants. I thought I did.
Zora Armor.
That doesn't work.
You just take the pants off.
Honestly, the quote unquote no clothes outfit is not bad for a beach outfit either.
It's cute.
No, that's just a good beach outfit.
With the shield and all the weapons, obviously. That's necessary.
Yeah, definitely. Wait, oh yeah, is there a ridiculous amount of zippers?
No, I think somebody
couldn't
said Zora Armor instead of Zora Armor.
Oh, Zora Armor. Yes, Zora Armor would definitely have a ridiculous amount of zippers. So,
oh my god. Let Link wear cargo pants.
Finally, a place to put everything.
There are some funny mods out there. You know, you see this stuff like Thomas the Tank Engine in Skyrim or whatever. But there's a few in here that people have made that are really weird. There's one that's just like Link but really, really buff that I've seen. I don't know why that one's so popular, but hey, you know, more power to you. Just like super, super buff Link, like incredibly well-detailed, oiled muscles.
Jeez.
I've also seen realistic clothes Link, like normal, like just actual real-world clothes Link.
Oh my god, somebody give Link streetwear, please.
Yeah,
I'm begging you.
Just streetwear. I mean, it would work for the motorcycle and all that, you know? You've all seen that old Breath of the Wild concept art of Link looking really goofy with the motorcycle behind him and a guitar on his back, you know?
Oh yeah.
Somebody give Link good sneakers.
Yes, exactly. Link and sneakers.
He needs some arch support.
Get Link them Yeezys.
Alright, let me go pop over and see how they're doing.
All right. This is a really nice rain out here. Like, I don't know. This is just... there's a rainbow.
What a lovely beach episode.
Yeah.
All rainbow.
Wow, a perfect shot to end it on as the other team is ready
Perfect.
for the handover.
All
Us
right.
wearing our beach fit, staring at a rainbow. The perfect ending.
Perfect. All right. Well, we'll head out here. Everybody enjoy Star Wars Battlefront. Bye.